In this video, we're going to go over the last couple of skips that I used in the Tomb Raider 2 run. When it gets to floating islands, I used a corner bug kind of close to the beginning of the level, and then there were no more skips after that, at least none that I could do. So from that point on, I was playing the levels pretty much normally, just as fast as I could. It should be noted that there are some other skips, but I couldn't do any of them. There are also 4 corner bugs in this video, but I'm not going to explain each of them. I'll just let the footage play on those. God, it's still so hot. Ugh, ow, rude. I didn't know there was a ledge here until yesterday. But we want a corner bug here, so I'm going to save before I start doing anything that requires precise movement, in case I screw it up and have to do it again. Where am I? Whilst this is a corner bug, there is sort of 2 parts to it, so I'm going to explain the second part. Once you're up there, you need to do a long jump over to the section with the metal windows below. This jump can be pretty tricky because the camera does not cooperate at all, so you really can't see where you're jumping to. But once you make it, that takes you pretty much to the end of the level. Then you have the timed doors. With the timed doors, if you stand on the farthest pressure plate and then run to the left and stand on that pressure plate, immediately jumping up into the door space above, then you should have enough time to be able to get to the furthest door, and that's a quicker route through that area. From there, you just drop down the ladder and you're at the end of the level. That's good. Because now we're pretty much at the end of the level. So I do want to save that because this got it. This next skip is kind of difficult to describe. A lot of people have issues with the bouncy pads anyway, so this could prove to be too difficult, but it does skip having to faff around with them all. From my understanding, the way that you move once you've hit a pad is based on the direction in which you hit it. So if you move forward onto it, then it will move you forward. If you are to just step onto it, then it will most likely just bounce you straight up in the air and you'll come down and most likely die. So we want to go backwards onto the pad and have it fling us backwards. But we need to get the angle exactly right so that when we go flying backwards, we clip into the wall, and that will glitch Lara to the floor above. You'll probably notice me in the video looking down a lot because I'm looking at my phone. I'm referring to the same video that I have been for this whole thing. That is a speedrun of this game, and I will again link that in the description of this video so you can look at it yourself. Okay, this is a very precarious place to put a save, but there we go. Nice. There's not really much to say about this one. It's right at the end of the level and you don't have to pick up the hammer. You can just glitch your way through the ice if you just jump at it. I'm going to save again here because this drop does not look like it's Yeah. So this is the last skip that I'll have to explain. It happens right at the beginning of Temple of Xian and cuts out 2/3-ish of the level, but it can be very, very annoying to pull off. I've seen speedrunners that get very nervous about this. But luckily for us, we don't have the same time constraints that speedrunners have, and we can just reload every time we fail. When explaining the setup here, I'm going to try avoiding using left and right because that's relative to whichever way the camera is. So I'm just going to say this corner or something like that, and you'll be able to see in the video what I'm talking about. So you want to get yourself into this little alcove that has the secret and put yourself in this back corner. We need to use our old friend banana jump here. This is the setup, or the correct setup. Hopefully, maybe. We need to jump and curve it so that she slides here, but I need her to slide backwards so that we can grab the edge. Shimmy along, pull up, and then as she slides we can jump and curve here, and we're at this point. Oh, that's stressful sounding. I'm terrified right now. Once you're hanging from that ledge, you've officially done half of this skip. Now we just need to get onto the bridge, which can also be quite annoying as the camera direction tends to shift, so you have no idea if you're really moving left or right. It really just depends how Lara's feeling. So pull yourself up onto the slope and immediately jump, curving slightly to whichever side you need to land on the bridge. Once you're up there, you're pretty much at the end of the level. Just a bit more gameplay and another corner bug, and you'll have completed what is probably the longest level in the entire game. We have it. We have it. Where's that damn bird? Oh, it doesn't spawn until I press the button. And we've now skipped 2/3 of the level. If we could pull these corner bugs off, we might be able to get sub 10 minutes on this level. Where are we at now? Maybe not sub 10 minutes. Well, yeah, maybe. I doubt it, but you know, a girl can dream. That's a risky corner bug there, so we're not going to go for that. We're going to go straight for this one up. We're not going to get sub 10 minutes if you... Yeah, the heat-wise, just annoying. Emotionally, physically, all that. I'm doing good. Be doing better if I could get this corner bug to work. That would be really sweet. Oh, there we go. And so we come to the last bug jump skip, whatever you want to call it, at least of my run. Again, it's worth noting that there are way more skips than I could manage to pull off. At the end of Home Sweet Home, the achievement for completing the game in under 6 hours popped, but the achievement for doing the game with only Lara's pistols did not. So I have the footage of my entire run through for that game, so I guess I've just got to watch it through and see why that is. Childhood stuff, especially now that I'm old.